Hey guys, it's been a while. I finally have a new camera. I'm very excited to start filming more content on this channel. Every week you're gonna find all the latest in gaming news. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe. And let's just get right into the top story of the week. So the top story this week is, of course, always GTA 6. And Take-Two Interactive being really firm on their release date next year in 2026. But how much is this game gonna cost us? Recently, we've seen a surge of AAA games going up to that $80 price tag. And Microsoft just got bullied and lowered the price of The Outer Worlds 2 back down to $70. So the number one question that everyone has in mind at the moment is, what is GTA 6 gonna be priced at? And I think them being very firm on the release date of May 26th of next year, I think this game might push that limit. Now, this game has been in development for quite a while now. Rockstar and Take-Two have put in so much time and money into this game. Everyone knows that this game is going to be a banger coming out of release. There's too much on the line for this game to just fail, and Rockstar looks like they're putting in the work. And speaking of big games staying positive on their games, EA just released their open beta for Battlefield 6, and to some pretty positive reactions, but that's not without a few caveats. A lot of people did turn out for the open beta, but a few others have reported quite a mess of glitches, to say the least. Now, plenty of clips have been circulating online of people getting their games crashed or being infiltrated by cheaters. And even EA's official known issues list is extremely long if you look at it. Now, if EA and DICE wants a cleaner launch than their last title, they're gonna have to fix these issues at launch. But I'm really glad that they came out with this beta, so they were able to catch this kind of stuff early. And even though all of those glitches and cheaters are getting caught online, a lot of people are still pretty positive on the game. I, for one, am enjoying my time playing the open beta. And yeah, if you ever want to play, just put it down in the comments. I'd be down to hop on some matches with you. And now next up, I want to talk a little bit about Sony and Bungie. You know, the little relationship that no one thought was ever going to happen. And so far, it looks like Sony's wearing the pants in this relationship. Sony's finance lead said that Bungie's independence is getting lighter, and Marathon still targeted for a fiscal window later next year. I think just means that Sony is going to be a little bit more strict on their milestones while releasing this game, because it looks like they have a lot betting on this game to be successful. I mean, most recently they had to delay the game for its original August release date, and a lot of fans were a little disappointed on the outcome of the game for their beta that came out recently. And because of that backlash, Bungie had to delay the game indefinitely. And yeah, so it looks like Sony is just trying to make the game successful. Who can blame them? I mean, recently Bungie had disappointed a lot of their player base, me included. I was a huge Destiny fan, and I've fallen off due to the lack of updates and really engaging content that just wasn't there. Now, where does this leave Bungie at the end of all of this? The Bungie that we knew that created all the epic games like Halo and the original Marathon, that studio is long gone. Now, the only thing that I'm wondering in all of this is, where does this leave Bungie? I mean, Bungie isn't the same studio that I grew up with that created games like Halo and the original Marathon, and even Destiny 1 to an extent, but it's definitely fallen off. Now, I want to talk about some more Sony news. Most recently, HoYoverse just pulled Genshin Impact from their PS4 stores. Yeah, so now if you own a PS4, you're kind of forced to either go on another console, or, you know, what Sony wants you to do is upgrade to the PlayStation 5. There's still a lot of players that play on the PlayStation 4 and can't afford their upgrade to another console. So it's interesting to see how they're going to be handling that kind of side. And I also think that this is just going to be the quiet end for the last gen console. I mean, we're going to start seeing games like Genshin Impact, Fortnite, Apex, just eventually want to, you know, upgrade their games to be a little bit of a more updated experience. And they can't if they still got to support old hardware. And now this free game that they've just been enjoying for all this entire time, now they just can't enjoy it anymore. And that sucks. I mean, I totally get it on both sides. And overall, this is why I'm very passionate about game preservation. And if you've been following the news kind of recently, that's been talked about here more than ever. And this is just another example of that. Riding the game preservation train just a little bit here. Steam and itch.io just removed all of their adult rated games from their online store. And this is sparking a lot of debates about censorship in video games and whether or not we should be exposed to this kind of content when we're playing our games. Where is this going to end? The people that are running this campaign to remove adult rated games from our online stores, they're probably not going to stop there. Might eventually go into violent games, and there goes all of your Call of Duties, Fortnites, and all the real fun games. Like eventually you can't have a health bar, you can't have romantic relationships in RPGs. These people can go anywhere. They were pressured by companies like MasterCard and Visa, preventing the payment of these adult rated games, stating that they refuse to be participating in any kind of content that's like that. And we're just all here in a society, just using these services forcibly. And that's unfortunate, especially if you want to buy this kind of content. So where do we draw the line here is the question at the end of the day. And that is all I have for today. It's been a pretty crazy week in the world of video games. So if there was something that I missed that you want to talk about, please put it down in the comments. And if you're wanting to have a conversation on anything that I had talked about, are you annoyed that they removed any adult rated games? Are you excited for GTA 6? I know I am. Put it down. Also, let me know what you're playing down in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next week. And keep on gaming.